So this afternoon now, we went from Lintz up to top of the hill up to a place called Mauthausen, and we're going to be doing a bit of a tour through the concentration camp that's up here. Of course, swing around, you can see the start of it. And an ex-Russian camp as well.
185 steps. The death staircase served no purpose but to kill. It was finished in 1942 because at the time inmates who were in the punishment detail were sent there deliberately to kill them that way, because there's absolutely no point in walking up these staircases with 50 kilos. Economically, is absolute rubbish.
So this is the front gate where the prisoners of war would have to walk up to from the train station down the bottom of the hill. And as you can pan around now, that after liberation, all the countries that had POWs here have set up their own monument to them, which stretches all the way down the back here. And once a year, on the 5th of May, all the countries come and they do a bit of remembrance service, apparently. And a lot of the POWs didn't even make it up the hill from the train station down the bottom. So this wasn't a death camp, but certainly a lot of people died, somewhere in the vicinity of 90,000, they're saying, out of the around 200,000 prisoners that saw time in this concentration camp. So this is the memorial that the British set up, and yeah, many other countries, about 40 countries she was saying, that have set up individual memorials. So we're outside the front gates, and as you can see, this is the CO's place where he used to stay until the place got liberated. He ran. The POWs knew where he had a second house. They chased after him. They got him, brought him back, interrogated him, but he died from his wounds. So if he hadn't died for his wounds, he probably would have been off to Nuremberg and probably shot to death anyway. So this is just through the front gates. Behind the front stone wall, and as you can see all the way along is more plaques. I'll walk down to where the POWs would finish their walk up the hill if they survived. And they would get to where they need to do their roll call, where they would essentially strip off, get shaved, and then head into a shower. So we'll head down there now. And it's fairly original apparently. So we'll see how we go. It's quite cool down here. So this is the shower where they would come in. Well, that's obviously not a shower. So this is the induction where they would be stripped and shaved, and they rock into here where they have 80 people getting showered at the same time. So, interesting stories. So this building number 1 here was one of the first rooms they would be administered in And also in 1942, apparently, Heinrich Himmler honoured Mauthausen, and this building was converted into the first brothel, but for functionaries only. So, yeah, sad and twisted people. So what we'll do now, we'll go into apparently building number 6 and have a bit of a look around. So we're in the building here, and as you can see with the writing down there, it's talking about the functionaries, and as I talked earlier about what was happening in Block 1. So this is the inmates building. Here's the sleeping area. There you go. Yeah. So obviously this place got quite warm, like it's sitting at about 36 degrees in here at the moment. So it's 36 in here at the moment. So this place wouldn't exactly be ideal in the winter or the summer. Absolutely cram-packed. So as you can see, if they even survived the walk, then survived the shower, then survived getting in here and working in the labour camps, yeah, life wasn't... yeah, they sent people here and they thought that their lifespan was somewhere up to about 3 months. They weren't expecting people to leave afterwards. Use them until they broke and then get some more. So this side is a mirror image of the other side, and each side was supposed to be for 300, where each person would share a bunk for an absolute maximum of 6 hours sleep. So it's not best, and in the middle of the block you'll see a shower block. And this is the toilet. Ish. So as you can see, no privacy, no modesty at all. So this building in front of me was where, if people didn't follow the rules, they were sent in there, they were interrogated, and then essentially taken to the basement and shot. They also provided killings for the local communities, and yeah, horrible place. So over this way is, we were talking earlier about the people that were mass killed in that soccer field at the front. Well, they were exhumed, and where possible their bodies were identified, and there's some grave markers of people they could identify and weren't sent back to their home countries. So yeah. This is the back of the interrogation room. We're going to go into the crematorium.
First crematorium from May 1940 until May 3rd, 1945. This crematorium stove was the first. It was in action, this one.
There you go, I even got a voiceover. Taking a
Done it
video.
for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
done it.
when you
See that?
join the links on exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think quite honestly that's the best place for you to come here, isn't it? You might as well bloody go.
Well, to be honest with you, the way out, if it was quick, I think it would be the best way, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, dying walking up here, you mean?
Yeah. Because
Autopsies.
Hang on, this one's, yeah, I know where they used a lot of them for different. Told they got a vasectomy down to 15 seconds. One time.
yep.
Kids killed here too. There's names down there.
Yeah. It's
Very cool.
yep.
Just for an idea.
Oh, you can feel the heaviness. Stored here in yeah. Well, that's probably the most horrible room in the place.
Gallows.
So they not only shot people, they burnt people,
And hang them on a cross beam.
hung them, crossbeam,
Yeah.
Jesus, and killed them with water in the winter time.
Yeah, that's what she said that, didn't she? To see how long a pilot could survive.
Yeah.
So tested then.
Yeah, that's just the front though. I mean, really. There's a little overview. Of the liberation. Yeah, 90,000 died. And 190,000 imprisoned. And this map just shows the movements of the personnel. And in a sec it'll show where all the graves have been found. In a sec, once it flips over. Alright, so these are the numbers and the graves that have been grave sites that have been found since 1945. Right, there's a view just outside the rear entrance of Mauthausen, looking over Lintz. Steel factory. And back to Mauthausen. And now we're back on the bus.